It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ooh, it's spooky tonight.
Why?
Happy Halloween, everybody. Oh, on Halloween.
Yes, it is.
Very good. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
Ernie.
We're putting our costumes on later. How are you going? What are you going to be for Halloween?
I'm wearing a mask right now.
Oh, okay.
He's Shaquille O'Neal tonight.
Who are you going to be?
No, I'm wearing a mask too. He's wearing a Kenny Smith mask, and I'm wearing a Shaquille mask.
Oh, man, I got so confused.
Right,
Yes.
you didn't know.
You didn't
Man,
know that.
I'm sorry. I'm a little slow tonight.
I know.
And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Milwaukee Bucks at their home, BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for the Bucks, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And for Paul George, it was a tough journey coming back from that gruesome injury he suffered. Safe to say he's put that completely in the past, and he's been phenomenal the last few seasons.
You know what, Ernie? I don't know why we're still talking about that. Not every player can come back from something like that. You know, it almost feels like he got better after the injury.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
he
paying
pays attention to all the nuances on the
paying
court.
attention.
Yeah.
You know, he's paying attention to him because I think the overall thing that's impressive is his speed and his jumping ability that has come back.
Time for tip-off as we send
Good
it over
one,
to
Kenny.
Kevin
Good
Harlan
one.
for the call.
You're quick, Kenny.
It's coming now. It's coming.
Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick, it's the NBA on Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Bucks looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee. Look at Oklahoma City. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
And I think for Oklahoma City, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, we all know how hard Russell Westbrook plays every night. Coach Billy Donovan said he plays with such force and passion. He gets so intense, so competitive, so emotional, but he's doing a good job of bringing himself back together and understanding there's other guys out there depending on him. Kevin?
And that's how Russ has always been, D.A., a high motor player who leaves it all out on the floor.
Ready to go? Ready to go?
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. .121 left to play in the first quarter. Patterson, the screen. Westbrook drives in. In the corner, it's Felton. Shoots from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Yeah, it was almost robotic, Greg, in this one. They filtered out all the noise and came in razor-sharp precision on the offensive end.
Now, DJ after the missed three from Raymond Felton. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Westbrook. Here's Brewer. No good on the three.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pick by Zeller. Here's Dellavedova, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
A good job screening there, freeing up Dellavedova just enough to get a shot off.
And so it's Jabari Parker making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be tough at times because I want to do so well, and I want my teammates to do so well, and I want to win so bad.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
Ahmed is out there with Parker. Then there's Jennings, and it's DJ, and it's Zeller in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Now, here's Westbrook, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. And Patterson kicks to Brewer. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook with a wide-open look. Offline with his three. Now, here's DJ. Defense is right there, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
He's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Patterson, the screen. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's DJ. From deep. The shot off that time. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. I think the one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball player.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him, and he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
Brent, each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to draw up a play to get you 1 bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant.
Oklahoma City making a change here. And so that's the end of the first half. Thunder lead by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Russell Westbrook really making on the Bucks with some changes. Tyler Zeller's checked in for John Henson, and DJ subbed in for Chris Middleton. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Anthony's checked in for Jeremy Grant. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Anthony out there with Paul George. And it's Adams and it's center locking down the middle. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Bucks. Oklahoma City trailing. Westbrook kicks to Adams. Outside Anthony. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Parker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Robertson kicks to Westbrook. A putback, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
Adams, such a physical presence out there on the glass. This is how he gets a lot of his points.
Bledsoe dishes to DJ. Here's Parker. Here's the pass to DJ. The Bucks getting another chance here. Bledsoe against Westbrook. And another shot. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
And Robertson kicks to Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Now, Brent, the media and others have commented that while Westbrook is a gifted scorer, he isn't an efficient scorer. What do you think of that?
Well, Russell is surrounded by guys who are still trying to figure out exactly what they are supposed to be in the league. He's not going to wait around for them to figure it out on his watch. And so that's the delicate dance right now for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook trying to find a balance between leading the charge and putting a charge in his teammates.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Carmelo, you have lived in the media spotlight for a long time. How do you put that out of your head when you get on the floor?
I'm just playing ball. My team came to play today. We was focused, and we wanted it. We willed our way to this one.
A great performance, Carmelo. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Hornets out in Charlotte. Checking out the Hornets, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. Guys, the Charlotte Hornets, an organization on the rise, one of the league's smallest markets, but they've been aggressive in extending the contracts of their core players, Jet.
Yeah, they're creating continuity. That's very valuable, and creating a style of play. Developing their young talent is also on their agenda. Michael Jordan,
There's
in the
more
Charlotte
revenue.
organization. Excuse me, Shaq.
Yeah. Hey, don't interrupt.
I apologize.
Come on. Let him
Especially when
make
you
it.
talk
It
about
was
the
a
great Michael
valid
Jordan.
point. It
I
was a
apologize.
valid point, Shaq.
There's
It was
more
a valid
revenue
point.
sharing. There's more. There's more revenue sharing in the league right now. Charlotte has been able to amass some good talent without breaking the bank. I apologize, Kenny.
Okay. Apology accepted.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
On the floor for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At center, John Henson. At power forward, Jabari Parker. At point guard, Aaron Bledsoe. At the other guard position, Chris Middleton. At the other forward position, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Starting at power forward, at 6'9" number 2, Marvin Williams.
Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest for this Hornets home game. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And right now for the Bucks, they'd like to start this road trip off on a positive note. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with a win tonight, certainly.
Kevin, the start of a long road trip, my friend, and they'd love to set the tone here early with a win.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here are the starters. In the NBA, everyone needs to work hard to succeed, but there are some players, Chris, who go above and beyond. Who do you think are some of the hardest workers in the league right now?
Wow, well, I'd have to go with a guy like Westbrook. You know his minutes, you know how hard he plays. For me, a triple-double. He was underrated in actually doing that last year because of all the effort that it takes, especially with rebounding the way that he did over big fellas. So you have to look at a guy like him. You have to look at a guy like Isaiah Thomas with his size, being undersized, but being able to get into the paint, his toughness of being able to take tough hits, but also not complain, not be a victim, not use his size as a disadvantage, but he uses it as an advantage with his quickness and also the way that we saw in the playoffs, him studying tapes of guys that came before him. So to me, those guys come up in my head first when we talk about hardest working guys in the league.
Antetokounmpo passes to DJ. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul. .139 left in the first quarter. Walker dishes to Batum. From 13, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, in addition to Batum's solid perimeter shooting, he is also very efficient from the mid-range, dropping in these shots consistently.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. He thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Sounds like shooting is what he's concerned with most early on.
Yeah, they're looking for a controlled, patient offense today, and the key to that will be shot selection.
The Bucks trail. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Parker holding down those forward spots. EJ out there at Bledsoe. And it's Henson in at the foul. And a wide open look for Lamb. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Bledsoe with him. He's picked up by Walker. Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Walker's got 7.
Walker's a blur in transition, end to end in the blink of an eye.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. To end the run, and it's DJ missing. Charlotte leading by 3. Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
Williams kicks to Lamb.
That's a good athlete. With nice fluidity and quickness, Lamb can draw fouls when he's pushing the action.
First trip to the line for him here.
Going to the line, Jeremy Lamb.
First free throw is good.
Now, Jeremy Lamb, I love his game. A very lengthy 2-guard out of UConn. Still developing as a player, but he has some great flashes at times. Not terribly consistent shooter, but he's crafty, and he can get buckets. He knows how to make the most of his length on D as well.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Parker left side. Now here's DJ. Just 3 to shoot. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Parker. He has 7. And with Lamb mentioning his length as a guard, last season he went off with an incredible 17 rebounds. Remember that game? Those are numbers, Chris, even centers dream of putting up.
Yeah, Kevin, I do remember that game you're talking about with Lamb. A lot of those rebounds came from his activity near the paint on both ends of the floor. When he forces himself to be involved in the action, he's at his best.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Bledsoe against Walker. They get it back. Parker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Bucks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. He misses the free throw.
Now, when you watch the Hornets play, it seems like they play with a chip on their shoulder. I mean that in a good way. They play like they have something to prove. They have a very self-driven team.
Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Tyler Zeller's checked in for John Henson. And it's Jennings in for Chris Middleton. It's good from long range. And it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
As you said, win or lose, you know that this Hornet team is going to battle you for all 4 quarters. They don't give up.
Well, a lot of that camaraderie has developed on this roster because of that. They know they don't have superstars and big names, but it doesn't deter them. They know they have a small margin there.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the 2 teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Bledsoe outside. To halt the run, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. The Bucks have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And now the third quarter about to get going. You got to like what Nicholas Batum has done in this game. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. Chris Webber and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Pistons in Detroit. For the Pistons, they come into this game after a loss to the Lakers at Staples Center. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And tonight we'll be seeing Andre Drummond, pound for pound, one of the toughest players in the game, a monster in the post. Guys, is he the most physically punishing player in the league, Shaq?
Yes, the amount of space he takes up in the middle is impressive. He shrugs off all sorts of contact inside.
Well, he's got a blend of size and explosiveness, which is kind of unique. I haven't really seen a big man ever with size and explosiveness ever.
I can't really recall anybody either. Kenny, it's an excellent point. Yeah. I mean, I'm racking my brain going back years and years and years in this league, and I can't think of a guy who is as physically punishing and intimidating just when you look at it.
And you think about it, you could look around, there's pictures of players all in this room, and I still can't see anyone who has that kind of culture.
Whoa! What?
Take it back to Kevin, Ernie.
Okay.
Oh! Shaq was pretty imposing.
No, don't say it now. It's too late.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's too late. I don't want to hear it.
Right behind Andre Drummond. You got my vote.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Our national anthem performer, Linda Lind, and we're getting ready to go. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Detroit Pistons preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. They're getting their first look at the season at the Bucks in this one. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off.
Well, guys, Stan Van Gundy has coached the likes of Alonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dwight Howard. But he said, as a rebounder, Andre Drummond is as good as anybody, if not the best that I've ever been around. He just goes out and gets the ball. Drummond said, it's just a will. The will to get the ball most people won't jump for. I just put myself out there. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Drummond is just a hulk of a man. He's really the backbone of this team. Clark, tonight in this matchup, young teams, not a lot of experience. And there are tough things for these young players to pick up as they make their journey, I know, through the NBA.
You're really right on top of it there, Kevin, because young players tend to be more emotional, and that doesn't always serve you well. Being poised and calm and confident is what you see from veteran players.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smith outside. Outside Griffin. One of the most impressive things about Blake Griffin is, Greg, when he gets out and runs the open floor.
Yeah, not to mention his ability to run the break himself. A terrific ball handler, even under pressure, and one of the best passers at the 4 in the league, if not the best.
And, last season the Bucks, showing their resilience as a team quite nicely, looked to be falling out of the picture in early February, but then came on strong to snag a playoff spot in the East.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
And it's DJ missing. The Bucks really did look dead in the water for a bit before the All-Star break. Lost Jabari Parker, being 8 games under 500. But boy, the month of March, 14-4, they really rallied.
Yeah, they found themselves in a big way. And despite losing Parker, they got some players back at the same time. And there wasn't a big change in the team. They just bared down against the challenge and adversity. A lot of close wins, and the team really started to gain confidence by virtue of winning those close games.
Galloway kicks to Tolliver. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Antetokounmpo dishes to DJ. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Griffin.
Great effort, terrific instincts. That's just solid all-around play, Kevin.
Brogdon in the pass to DJ. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Lure with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Here's Galloway. Softly drops in the floater. Galloway has got his first 2 points of the night.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
And Zeller kicks to DJ. And again, the Bucks miss. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out, hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Tolliver with the bucket.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
They seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
To stop the run. No good there.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back.
And so is Detroit in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother.
Watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, recruited by college coaches, and then he, really took his game and became serious about it. And I watched his work ethic, and I watched how he, put the time in, the things he did, and that's kind of where I developed mine.
Well, talking about taking the right, so Detroit ends up going with the new group. The Bucks also changing it up. Henson's checked in for Tyler Zeller. DJ comes in for Muhammad. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Reggie Bullock is out there with Griffin. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And that one's good. Drummond.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. And
here is Antetokounmpo. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 blocked shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Pistons leading by 12. Here's Kennard. 6 points for him. Almost, but it rolls out.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
Kicks to Griffin. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Drummond. Rebound, Milwaukee. On to Tecumbo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Henson with the screen. Jumper off the screen. It's good on the putback. Henson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks.
And, you know, Henson's height and length and reach makes him a force on the glass. He does a nice job chasing down those rebounds.
He had a nice open look right there. Bullock's got 6 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Bledsoe dishes to DJ. 3-pointer. And that one is off. And it's Detroit the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
Well, you know what, Greg? When the defense is that lax, come on now, they honestly deserve to lose. You can't let a team get into that kind of a groove.
Bullock, good. Bullock's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Jackson. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Stan Van Gundy. Coach, a very good first half for you guys. How do you assess the game so far?
I thought our energy was good, our ball movement was good, and it always looks good if the ball goes in and guys are making shots.
That's the name of the game, right, Coach? Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Have to like what we're seeing from Jabari Parker.
Oh, well, they've done a good.
For the Pistons, John Lure, he's checked in for Griffin. Tolliver comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Smith subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got DJ, Tyler Zeller out there with Maker. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. The feed now to Tolliver. Clock at 6. Pass to Kennard. Good on the 3-point shot. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And the foul called on DJ. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Dellavedova. DJ passes to Jennings. Lets it go from deep. It's off. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.